Avinash should take the lead.
Oh, I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one word, like, the one sentence I can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ishwak?
Thrilled, absolutely thrilled. But it's going to be worth the while, worth the wait.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And Bulpana?
Eager anticipation.
One should not think about that. Like, I really think we are just the medium, and through which some things happen. So I don't take myself that seriously, or the success or failure that seriously.
On a personal level and, as an actor, I'd say we've got a great rapport. So that's always a 10 on 10. It's been from the first day to the last day of both the seasons. In terms of the dynamic of the relation, in terms of the story, it changes, of course, because now there is a sort of a hierarchy that and a certain equation between a senior and a junior officer. It is not the kind of thing that people when the rank changes. I mean, things definitely change.
Okay.
So you're going to see some. I mean, that's definitely there's a big difference there. But because I'm a senior officer now and an IPS, so but what doesn't change, what remains, I think, is what I think it'll be interesting to see for the audience is the human equation. Which is always जो एक इंसानी रिश्ता होता है वो किस तरह से that only grows. I mean, people grow fond of each other. The bond that is there. So how that dynamic pans out is something which I was very excited about, and I think the audience is going to love it. The way that's kind of unraveled.
You rightly said, keeping in mind that she's the emotional anchor for Hathiram, and also in the first season, the sense of safety and emotion that you feel through Hathiram's family is really the only space where there is a family interface. So that's also present in the second season. But for me, the check marks were to make sure that Renu is Renu as she were 5 years ago, but also how time would have changed the dynamic like it does for everyone. In their own relationship, there are some minor changes because no relationship remains the same today and then the same tomorrow. Their son is now older. There's a different dynamic there as well. And I think there has been a natural progression in their relationship. So I have tried under Avinash's able guidance to be able to keep that in mind. And ultimately, as we were talking earlier as well, as actors, you are exercising the director's vision. So to be on the same page as the director in terms of what the director wants is of primary importance and how he sees it. I may see Renu in a particular way, but it's got to match the vision of the writer and the director.
We just loved it. Like, more than challenges, I feel like we had a great time, great people. We really created something amazing with great people out there. Main things were like Northeast doesn't have that kind of an industry like which we, so casting was a bit of a tussle, but Nikita Grover and Casting Bay, they have done such amazing job, and you'll see some amazing cast throughout the show.
So for that, you've asked me a question that will require me to go on and on. But I think see, there's the basic thing. I think what really, it's like a multi-pronged approach, my collaboration, direction, jamming with the director. We have workshops, we discussion about the character and stuff. I'd like to add how, my personal love for working with Avinash, how that is kind of unique and special in a way. We can add it to it later. But the thing is, for me, I think the one common thing is that I kind of take the script and I kind of believe in, studying it. You really study the script. You work with it inside out. because there's this unadulterated relation between the actor and the writing. You know, it's like it's giving you cues. It's telling you it's वो कहीं ना कहीं आपके अंदर से चीजें अपने आप बाहर लाएगा. And then you feel like, okay, this is what I can give to the character. And then it's going to sometimes send you to places. Like, for instance, you know, while reading a scene, I may have felt that, you know what, I need to go to a police station to understand how this pans out. And that would have motivated me to walk out of my room, because it's an effort.
Yeah.
You know, when I can imagine, why do I have to actually go there? But some magic happens when you go to the real place. It's like things are unfolding in front of you. You understand. Even if you know the exact thing doesn't happen, you sometimes get something.
The essence of it.
An essence of it. And it could happen just in a very fleeting moment. Time, space, you know, that space, that environment. Or you know, you might want to pick up a book and read about a particular thing, and that too, you know, gives you something. So I think it's just that the thing of being by yourself and studying it really well, and just being with it again and again. As much as, I mean, sometimes you get a week, sometimes you get 6 months. तो जितना भी टाइम होता है उसमें मैं ये कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैं उसको अच्छे से उसमें से जितना कुछ निचोड़ सकता हूँ निचोड़ सकूँ.
I think the first time round, we discussed Renu quite a bit. Like, what would Renu do? We defined certain traits कि वो बहुत aspirational है. उसे English में fluent नहीं है, पर उसे English के शब्द use करने हैं. So we defined that the first time round. And I think जो homework हमने season 1 में किया था, that became really the foundation of how we approached her in season 2. वो वैसी ही है, but उसकी aspiration वही है, पर बड़ी हो गई है. और I think this time she's more independent as well. I think वो जैसा कि हमने अभी कहा, in every relationship between a husband and a wife, in siblings, in parents, there's growth. तो उसके और हाथीराम के relationship में एक progression हुआ है. And I think she is more assertive in this season, while still being the Renu that she was, क्योंकि वो उसकी नींव है, वो उसकी foundation है. I think जो हमने पहले सीजन में नींव रखी थी, जो पहले सीजन में हमने उसके किरदार पर काम किया था, उसी पर हमने इस सीजन में बिल्ड किया. So to answer your question, was it a day or was it 2? I think it's difficult for me to define the time frame, पर उस माहौल में वापस आना, वो प्रोडक्शन डिज़ाइन जिस तरीके का है, जो हमारा घर था, उस थोड़ी चेंजेस हैं. जयदीप के साथ सेट पे वापस होना, अविनाश के साथ सेट पे होना, I think it just helps you get back to it. But I was a bit concerned. I would keep asking for the first, a couple of scenes ki, are we there yet? Have we missed something? So that anxiety was there in my mind, because मैं नहीं चाहती थी कि अगर कोई season 1 देखे और उसके ठीक बाद season 2 देखे, रेनू के परफॉर्मेंस में, रेनू के किरदार में, परफॉर्मेंस खैर दूसरी बात है, रेनू के कैरेक्टर में ईमानदारी में कोई कमी रह जाए. जिस तरीके से रेनू ने जो रेनू पहले सीजन में थी वही होनी चाहिए. इतना ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क नहीं होना चाहिए कि कोई उसे पहचान ना सके. तो ये मेरी एक थोड़ी सी एंग्जाइटी थी. उसके लिए सुदीप और अविनाश पे मैंने बहुत लीन किया. एंड आई वाज सॉर्ट ऑफ रियली काउंटिंग ऑन देम टू पॉइंट आउट द फ्लॉज. सो दैट वाज द कॉज ऑफ कंसर्न फॉर मी. आई मीन द लैक ऑफ कंसिस्टेंसी in the performance before and after.